When we are penetration testing, we might encounter with some organizations that they are using PAM in order to protect their privileged accounts. So it's kind of important in order to understand what PAM is. PAM stands for Privileged Access Management, and one PAM solution is CyberArk. In order to understand how exactly it works, we have to consider a normal scenario in which we have a client and a domain admin that they want to log into domain. So both of these two guys, they will send their NTLM hash to DC, and the DC, by using its enthusiast.dit, it will check the NTLM hash of these two users and it will authenticate them, and that's it. So that is the normal scenario in which the users are trying to log into domain. But when PAM comes, this normal scenario is going to be changed. So in this scenario, we have PAM, Privileged Access Management CyberArk, as PAM solution. So as you can see here, the way that this client, which is not kind of privileged account, is trying to get access to domain, is trying to log into domain, is not changed. So the client will send its NTLM hash to DC, and as always, the DC will authenticate this user. So this one is not changed. But the way that this domain admin is trying to log into domain is completely changed. So here, the domain admin, instead of sending its NTLM hash to DC directly, is just going to first log into CyberArk using its specific user credentials. These specific user credential is only for logging to CyberArk, and it doesn't have anything to do with the credential of domain admin account on DC. So first, the domain admin will use its credentials in order to log into CyberArk and in order to get authenticated by CyberArk, and afterward, it will say to CyberArk that, hey, I want to get access to domain admin account. Then the CyberArk is going to check if really this guy with this credential really has the right, has the privilege to get access to domain admin account. And after finding out that yes, this person has actually the right to get access to domain admin account, then it's going to look at its vault in order to find the NTLM hash of domain admin account. Vault is a secure place that exists within CyberArk, and the CyberArk stores all of the credentials and NTLM hashes and passwords there. So the CyberArk will look at vault, it will find the NTLM hash of domain admin account, and after finding that, it's going to send the NTLM hash of domain admin account to DC. And the DC will authenticate this guy and everything will go well. So here, as you have just noticed, the domain admin has only a specific user credential for CyberArk, and so the domain admin has no clue about the password of domain admin account, which means that insider intruder is going to be cancelled by CyberArk. Not only that, the passwords which are stored in this vault, which are the passwords of all of the users, even the local users in this client system, they are going to be changed automatically, which means that if the penetration tester or attacker, they get access by chance to the credential of a specific user within the domain, this password is not going to help them so much, because this password is going to be changed by CyberArk by password rotation process. Now that we have understood how exactly CyberArk works, let's just consider how exactly it can affect our penetration testing methodology. So CyberArk existence can pose some restrictions for us. So previously we had really easy, cheesy persistency, which means that we could get access to credential of a user, and those credentials were not going to be changed, and we could just use it for a month or a year even. So it was persistency, but now according to this password rotation or password changing, which is done automatically by CyberArk, is no more possible. So if we, for example, run our responder and get the NTLM hash and crack them with Hashcat, it's not going to be so useful. Also, we previously used to compromise the NTLM hash of KRB-TGT account, use that in order to forge TGT and implement golden ticket attack. But right now, the NTLM hash of this KRB-TGT account is going to be changed randomly, and it's going to just be under the concept of password rotation. Because of this, these forged TGTs, they have short lifetime, which means that they're not going to work for a long period of time. Due to this reason that, for example, tomorrow the password of KRB-TGT is going to be changed, so our forged ticket is not going to work. So also golden ticket attack is cancelled or is mitigated. Also, I have already mentioned about insider intruder, so the admin does not have any clue about the password of admin account. It's not only the admin, there are a lot of high privileged accounts and users, and they do not have any clue about the password of their own account. They only have specific credential for CyberArk, and that's it. So these were the restrictions that CyberArk creates for us, but it also introduces new ways of attacks. So CyberArk is changing the password automatically, which means that there must be a way for CyberArk in order to inform DC about these new passwords, so that the ntds.dit can be updated with new passwords. This process of informing DC about new passwords is done via CPM service account, which is a service account that's used by CyberArk, which means that if we as penetration tester get access to the CPM service account, we can manipulate this process completely, or we can actually get informed about the new passwords. So that is the new target and the new form of attacking when CyberArk exists. It's true that it will restrict us, but it will also create new chances for attacking. I hope that you have enjoyed the video. If you have, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.